Good morning, Miss Diane. So we're going to be talking about RPE today. So you can see here on this entry, your workout was supposed to be 4 reps at RPE 6 for your first set, RPE 7 for your second set, and RPE 8 for your third set. I noticed that you did 3 sets of RPE 8 at 155. But what I want you to pay attention to here is the fact that your RPE 8 that you reported at 155 and your RPE 6 that you reported at 95 pounds on this squat or this deadlift rather, were so far away from each other. I have a suspicion that you actually were well below an RPE 6 if you were doing 95 pounds, based on this being an RPE 8 here. So we're going to assume that RPE 8 was 155, and we're going to, assume that you only did 1 set of that. But I want to show you how to find the RPE calculator. It's a free app on the web. It's really easy to use. It's not perfect, but it gives you really close estimations of what your RP should be. So you go into any web browser on your phone or on your computer. You can actually save this as almost like an app on your home screen on your phone if you want to use this when you're working out. So I'm going to put in RPE calculator. And one of the first things that pops up here is the rpecalculator.com. That's the one that I've been using for most people and myself. So let's go ahead and assume that the 155, you'll put it up in there under your weight. 155 was the weight they were using. We did 4 reps at an RPE 8. Minimum weight increment is 2.5 pounds. Actually, we use fractionals, so I'm going to change that to 0.5 pounds because we even have quarter-pound fractionals, which means a half pound on each side, right? I mean, a quarter pound on each side means a half pound total. So that's going to be our minimum weight increment. And I'm going to hit compute. Now down here under the RPE chart, I'm going to change it to 4 reps because I want to know what the RPE 7 and 6 would be if I was doing 4 reps. And you can see that change is below the actual loads at these percentages. So you'll see that an RPE 10 single is considered 100% of your estimate of your 1 rep maximum. If I switch it over to 4, because we're doing 4 reps, RPE 10 would be 89.2%, and that would be your load over here. But we're looking for that RPE 6 and 7 at 4 reps. So if you look at 6 here, 78.6%, right? And it's saying that your load should have been 145.5 pounds. And an RPE 7, which would have been 81.1% of your estimated 1 rep max, should have been 150. So you can see those are quite a bit different than, what did you have here? 95 and 35. It'll also get you a little bit closer to hitting the right numbers on a given day. Another cool thing here is if you look in the center section here, you can see that it's giving you an idea of what the estimated 1 rep max is. So based on you doing 155 for 4 reps and reporting it to be an RPE 8, the calculator, this is actually relatively accurate. Obviously, you actually have to lift the weight, so that's why this is an estimated. There's a calculation that we do to figure out what your estimated 1 rep maximum, how much weight you could do for 1 rep. And that would be an RPE 10 is 185 pounds, okay? And you'll see that down here in the RPE chart. RPE 10 for a single, all right, I changed that to 1 rep, is also 185 pounds. So these numbers should match if you have this on 1, okay? If you'll notice, this is your estimated 1 rep max, and we know that you've lifted 215 pounds. So I would even say that on this day, we probably sold ourselves a little short if 185 is your estimated 1 rep max and you've recently done 215 pounds, right? So this is a good tool to kind of help guide you on what weight to put on the bar on a given day. So on this given day, if we were going to be doing 4, again, your RPE 6, that first set that you did, probably would have been better off at least loading 145.5 pounds, if not more, because your estimated 1 rep max is higher. And your RPE 7, based on 155, would have been 150 pounds. Instead, we had 95 pounds, 35, 135 pounds, and 55 pounds. These two sets right here were probably more equated to like a warm-up. So they really didn't do much to scratch the surface of improving your performance just because they were so light. So in the future, we'll make that change. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. This is a great tool. I think if we start using this, we'll start seeing even more progress in your lifts. All right, have a great day.